Chapter 24, Losing. Marlon, I still don't know why you're here, I said crossly. Today of all days, I didn't want any company while I swam. Today was too important. I was scared but determined. Touching the bottom of the pool was like tossing a coin. Heads I win, tails I lose. I like to swim occasionally too, Marlon replied. But it's not even Tuesday. You and the others only ever come swimming on a Tuesday. Marlon smiled at me. There's no law that says I can't come swimming on a Thursday instead. I was about to argue, but I thought better of it. If I protested too much, Marlon might realise I was up to something. But I was still annoyed. I bundled my bag and my clothes into a locker and banged it shut. So what have you been doing here every afternoon anyway? Asked Marlon as we both made for the pool. Just kicking about and swimming. I've been trying to build up my strength and stamina. Swimming is the best. It's a brilliant exercise, I replied in what I hoped was an offhand manner. Fancy a race, just a width underwater? Marlon challenged. Under normal circumstances I would have snatched his hand off, but these were hardly normal circumstances. I didn't want to waste any of my energy on a race. I knew I didn't have that much energy to spare. I smiled. Maybe later. I sat down on the edge of the pool and slipped into the water. It was cool, verging on cold, and made me gasp. I held on to the bar which ran around the side of the pool and kicked out leisurely with my legs to warm myself up a little. Marlon dived straight in and immediately struck out for the other edge of the pool. I watched him for a few moments. I was so glad Nan had talked some sense into me. It was a pain that Marlon had insisted on coming to the pool with me today, but I was glad that we were still friends. I think if it hadn't been for Nan, I might never have had sense enough to let go of my anger. It was strange the way things turned out. Before my heart operation, everything had seemed so clear. I didn't have long to live, so I knew what my priorities were. My family and my friends. Yet after my operation, for a while my priorities had become completely messed up. So what was important to me now? I couldn't see past touching the bottom of the pool. My friends had all done it, but that wasn't the reason. It was a challenge. Sorry, it wasn't the reason. It was a challenge I'd issued to myself. It was my way of proving that I was as good, as healthy, as deserving as life as anyone else. I looked across the pool. Marlon had already reached the other side. I'd have to act fast. This was it. Now or never. Do it now while I was still fresh and had the energy. I let go of the bar and began to tread water. 1, 2, 3. Go! I swam to the middle of the pool, took several deep breaths and dived down and down and down. I didn't stop, even when my lungs screamed at me for air, even when my heart shrieked at me to turn back, even when my blood roared at me to stop. I kicked my legs and went down further. And I touched the bottom. It was icy cold beneath my fingers, but I'd reached it. Elated, I turned around and kicked against the bottom of the pool to give myself an extra push back to the surface. Except the surface was a long way away, and halfway up through the water, I knew that I wasn't going to make it.